Hey, Judge, good work, you restored the power. Listen, I got a lot to tell you about this new guy, Malik, and... Ow! What the hell?
Oh, sorry, my aim was off. I tried to hit the robot.
Yes, because a 7-foot robot is incredibly hard to miss.
Whoops. So wait, who is this again?
Meet Malik, or Stowaway. Malik, this is Bearded Idiot.
Ah, hello. Wait.
Seems like the Scar are becoming more active in this system. Bakatron's on their territory, but we should head out now.
Agreed. So what exactly will Malik be doing?
I need to return to the Iron God military. The Ketoth system is the closest base.
Alright, good. We'll put in those coordinates and we'll be on our way. Meanwhile, I've got business to attend to.
Starlight begins her first friendship lessons under her mentor, Twilight.
Hold it! Season 6 is finally upon us, and there's so much to happen in this episode, so let's get right to it. First off, we have the beginning of Twilight acting in the mentor role for Starlight Glimmer, and the dynamic between the two is working well so far. You got Twilight increasing her responsibilities, not only being the princess of friendship, but helping Starlight on her path to redemption, which I think is going to be the gimmick for this season, in having Starlight accompany the main 6 in their various missions from the cutie map and basically act as a proxy for Twilight learning morals. But we'll see how that goes. We also get some interesting world building on the Crystal Empire's culture with the crystalline process throwing in some religious imagery, with it being very similar to baptism, except instead of water, it's enlightenment literally through light. Starlight's first friendship lesson is a reunion with her one and only full hood friend, Sunburst. This is actually a great conflict setup for the episode. You have Starlight, who's got tons of emotional baggage from a lifetime of solitude, no friends, starting a cult of perfection, and almost destroying the world. Now, trying to rekindle with her one and only friend. Her adventures in time would eventually come up in conversation with him, and she doesn't really know how he'll react to her devious deeds. Sympathy, fear, hatred. This reunion has tons of potential. And overall, it's interesting to see her more vulnerable side, showing that she does struggle with her old personality, but does legitimately want to fix her life. Even the dynamic between Starlight and Spike yield a lot of great interactions between each other, a near parallel of Spike and Twilight. And like with Twilight, Spike throughout this premiere acts as her guide, encouraging her during her moments of doubt. Spike's portrayal was fantastic in this episode, and once again, it's all because when he's acting in the assistant role, he's at his best. Starlight's flashback actually revealed some interesting information about her potent magic abilities, in that ever since she was a filly, she possessed great magical finesse. Starlight perceived that Sunburst was the more powerful one. However, in 2 of the 3 scenarios in the flashback, not only does she learn a spell almost immediately, but surpasses his magic tenfold. So it was an interesting scene showing her prowess at a young age.
Out of my way, jerk-ass!
Also, I love the ending bit with Spike here.
You blamed cutie marks and stripped a whole village of theirs, and when Twilight and the others stopped you, you went back in time and almost destroyed Equestria.
I love how the show is self-aware of the shallowness of her revenge. Twilight receives an invitation, and thus everyone heads on out.
Starlight and the main 6 head to the Crystal Empire for the crystalline ceremony.
Hold it! Oh, shunning you, poor Sallying you. Though he looks absolutely pathetic, I do like seeing him the more dorky, anxiety-prone Shining, not only providing hilarious moments throughout the episode, but showing the captain of the guard does have his limits, becoming a stressed father and taking care of their baby. Speaking of which, the child in question is luckily not as annoying as I feared. Flurry Heart is actually quite adorable, and her shenanigans are pretty funny and entertaining. Back with Starlight and Spike, we finally come to the big reunion between Starlight and Sunburst, and this is a huge moment for the two, and it comes off as quirky but realistic, where you have the anxious Starlight and the introverted Sunburst trying to make small talk, and it's a good, cute relationship. Yet it's predictable that he's obviously lying about his wizard success, which was kind of annoying to watch in all these scenes. Also, I like how Sunburst is actually a character study of knowledge versus practice, with someone studying any professional career, but in the end unable to find work. He's got all this knowledge of the arcane, but nowhere to apply it. It's a tragic but realistic occurrence in society. So the baby accidentally breaks the crystal heart, and a storm sets in. I think one of the more interesting aspects of this premiere is that there really wasn't a villain, but rather it was the elements of nature themselves that were the antagonist, which can be even more intimidating, fighting a faceless entity that can't be bargained with. Hey look, Princess Luna and Celeste are actually doing something for once. Awesome! Also, it just shows how dire the situation is if even Celeste and Luna can't stop this weather. At the 11th hour, Sunburst demonstrated his prowess once again, combining a series of arcane magical incantations, and it all perfectly ties back in with the whole crystalline ceremony. I regret nothing! Anyway, the Empire is saved, Starlight and Sunburst finally rekindle their relationship, and Twilight learned that a great mentor needs to give an apprentice guidance, but also room to learn stuff on their own. Bottom line, this is a great start to Season 6, developing Starlight's character, world building with the Crystal Empire culture, some great comedic moments, and a surprisingly epic episode. And I'm looking forward to another great season. Till next time guys, MC out!